Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jardon. I am a hypnotherapist, Reiki master, crystal healer, and I also do generational pendulum healing. Today we're going to be doing the hypnosis portion for the anger. Real quick, anger is usually a warning signal to your body, to your mind. So if you feel angry, don't ignore it. I did do the script a little bit different this week. I did do a lot of literal and imagery-based stuff just so that it caters to more people. So it is a little bit longer. Please make sure you give yourself adequate time to, listen. And then after enough time to come back to regular waking brain waves before you try and operate anything heavy machinery wise. Please don't listen to this in the front seat of your car, in the driver's seat. Preferably find a safe place. And then there's a lot of different stuff in this script, so I hope it helps. Real quick before we get into it, my book, Shadow to Light Work, An Intentional Journey of Healing, Self-Discovery, and Purpose. And then if you want to pause real quick and take a read of the back. And then down below is my website. It's asktohypnotherapy.com if you're interested in booking a personalized session with me. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around, and then I'll get everything finished. Well, finish setting everything up, and then we'll get into it. Okay, I'm gonna have you go ahead, lay down, recline, whichever is more comfortable for you. And just reiterating again, make sure you're in a safe space that you can do something that is going to put you in a deeply relaxed state. If you want, you can keep a glass of water. That'll help bring your brainwaves back up and ground you after. Cold glass of water. I'm going to go ahead and get started with our countdown. So every even number, I want you to open your eyes, sorry. And then every odd number, I'm going to want you to close your eyes for this. So we're going to start today at 40 because I don't have much time. And then we're going to go ahead and get into this script. So finding a space on the wall at an eye level, I want you to go ahead and tilt your eyes up at about a 45-degree angle and focus on that spot. And remembering with even numbers, we're going to have our eyes open, and then on odd numbers, closing your eyes at any time. You may close your eyes and just not open them again whenever you feel ready. So we're going to start with 40, eyes open. 39, eyes closed. 38, open. 37, closed. 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, letting your eyes close gently. Now I want you to imagine yourself at the top of a staircase. It's well lit, it's sturdy, has handrails on both sides. Looking below you, seeing 20 treads. We're going to start walking down those stairs with our left foot at 20. $19, stepping down with that left foot. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, letting yourself gently relax, deeply and soundly. 12, 11, 10, 9, even deeper at 8, 7, 6, 5, relaxing even deeper at 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 with deep sleep. Deep, deep sleep. Arriving at the bottom of the staircase, you find yourself standing before a sturdy stone structure, strong and timeless. Built to weather every season, the stones are smooth and solid. Carefully placed, each one supporting the next. A quiet reminder of the strength that already exists within you. And as you step inside, you immediately notice how safe and secure this place feels. The walls are thick, and the structure is steady. Across the room, there is a large window overlooking the valley below. You may find yourself naturally drawn towards it, taking a few comfortable steps closer. And as you stand before the window, looking out across the landscape, you can see a powerful storm moving through the distance. Dark clouds drift across the mountains. Rain falls. Thunder rolls gently across the sky. Occasional flashes of lightning illuminate the horizon. And yet, here inside this sturdy stone structure, you remain completely safe, completely protected, free to observe, free to learn, and free to understand. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to control, nothing you need to push away. You are simply here to witness, to listen, to understand. And as you continue watching the storm from this place of safety, you begin noticing something interesting. The storm does not seem random. The wind has a rhythm. The rain has a pattern. And even the thunder seems to carry a message. For a few moments, perhaps you can simply observe. No need to change anything. No need to fix anything. Just watch. Just listen. Allowing yourself to become curious, because anger often arrives when something important needs attention. Sometimes a boundary has been crossed. Sometimes a need has gone unmet. Sometimes the truth has remained unspoken. Sometimes a wound has asked to be acknowledged. And sometimes anger simply arrives to let us know that something can no longer continue exactly as it has before. So for a moment, allow yourself to listen to the storm. If your anger could speak, what might it be trying to tell you? Not what someone else thinks, not what you have been told, but what your inner wisdom already understands. There is no need to force an answer, no need to analyze, no need to consciously figure it out. Your unconscious mind already understands far more than your conscious mind realizes. And whether the answer becomes clear today, later this evening, or sometime during the coming days, your mind can continue to work in ways that support your growth and understanding. And as you continue listening to the storm, perhaps you begin noticing something else. Some of that energy has been scattered, left behind in old situations, old arguments, old disappointments, old expectations, old versions of yourself. Moments where you doubted your worth, moments where you gave away your authority, moments where you forgot your own strength. And from this place, you may simply become aware of those places now. Not with judgment, not with blame, only awareness. And as you notice them, you may imagine gathering your energy back, calling your power home, back from old hurts, back from old stories, back from people who could not see your value, back from situations that no longer deserve your attention, back from expectations that were never yours to carry. Watching as every piece of your strength begins returning to you, naturally, effortlessly, as though tiny points of light are finding their way home, returning from every direction, returning to your center, returning to your heart, returning to your mind, returning to your spirit, and returning to the strong foundation beneath you. And with each piece that returns, you feel more complete, more grounded, more present, more connected to yourself. Your power was never truly lost, only temporarily invested elsewhere. You can choose to bring it all home now, keeping what serves you, releasing what does not, standing firmly in your wisdom, your own energy, your own truth. And as your power returns, the storm begins to change. Not because it's being silenced, but because it has been heard. Not because it is being suppressed, but because its purpose is becoming clear. The winds become more focused. The thunder grows more distant. The rain becomes steadier. The energy organizing itself. And perhaps you begin to notice something else. The storm is creating movement. Water gathers along the mountainsides. Small streams begin to form. Those streams join together, flowing naturally downhill, creating a river. And that continues moving forward. Purposeful, steady, finding its way around obstacles, moving towards what comes next. Just as emotional energy can become purposeful action. Because once the message has been heard, the energy no longer needs to shout. Once something has been acknowledged, the mind naturally begins looking for solutions. You may discover the first solution and then feel your anger settle. Or you may notice your anger settling as the solution becomes clearer. Either way, your mind can begin moving toward resolution. You may find clarity first and then take action. Or perhaps you may take one small action and discover clarity follows. I'll let you decide. Your unconscious mind can decide which path serves you best. Perhaps a conversation needs to happen. Perhaps a boundary needs to be strengthened. Perhaps acceptance is needed. Perhaps distance is needed. Perhaps change. Or perhaps something entirely different. Whatever the answer may be, your deeper mind already knows how to move toward what is healthy for you. And as the river continues flowing through the valley, you may begin recognizing something important. Anger is not weakness. Anger is not failure. Anger is not something that must be feared. Anger is information, a signal, a messenger, a reminder that something important deserves your attention. And when the message is heard, the energy becomes available for growth, for healing, for movement, and for change. The storm was never meant to become your home. It came to deliver a message, and now that message can continue transforming into wisdom, into clarity, into action, into healthy change. As the clouds slowly part, warm sunlight begins touching the landscape. The air feels fresh, clear, and alive. And below you, the river continues flowing, strong, steady, moving forward. Not because the storm never happened, but because the storm created movement. And perhaps there is something deeply comforting about realizing that you can feel an emotion, listen to it, learn from it, and still continue moving forward. And before we begin returning, you may gently clasp your hands together, feeling one hand meeting the other, steady, grounded, connected. And as your hands rest together, you may remember that awareness creates clarity. Clarity creates choice, and choice creates change. Every time you gently clasp your hands together in the future, you make her reconnect with this feeling. The ability to pause, to listen, to understand, to respond thoughtfully rather than automatic reactions, to recognize what needs attention, and to transform emotional energy into purposeful action. Knowing that emotions come and go, but the wisdom they bring can remain. Locking that in now. We'll close the door to the subconscious and block all negatives with 0. 1, 2, 3, becoming aware of the space you're in and the place you occupy. 4, eyes beginning to open. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. Hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you guys next week. We're going to be doing overthinking, and I may or may not explain myself on that. Go drink some water, give yourself 20 minutes to come back to, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.